Hi everyone, I am Praveen Chetty and I am here to discuss the poem Money Madness. This poem is prescribed for BBA or BBM of Mangalore University's syllabus, and I have divided my sessions into four for my convenience. And in the first session, I will look at the introductory and analysis of part 1. Um, in this presentation, I'll be looking at biography of the poet, the title, major works, themes, and references followed by MCQs. My objective is to introduce students to Dietrich Lawrence and his works and to look at the theme of money madness. At the end of the session, you should be able to explain the title and the themes of the poem Money Madness. D.H. Lawrence was born in 1885 and died in the year 1930. So he was a modern novelist, poet, playwright, essayist, literary critic, and a painter. In his works, we can see the dehumanizing effects of modern industrialized world in which he lived. His works also explore sexuality, emotional health, vitality, spontaneity, and instinct. His major works are Sons and Lovers, The Rainbow, Women in Love, and the most controversial one is Lady Chatterley's Lover. He also had poetry collections. Look, We Have Come Through in 1917, Birds, Beasts and Flowers in 1923, and Pansies in 1929. This poem appears in his posthumous poetic collection, that is The Ship of Death and Other Poems. And in this poem he shows how human beings are greedy for money, and money doesn't just mean here as a currency. It also can be in any form like wealth or possessions, and he shows how human beings in the modern world have this craze for money. Before I read the first three lines, I would like to bring to your notice that every day in the media, in the news channel or in the newspapers, we come to know about income tax raid or income tax officials raiding the houses or offices of people for collecting large amount of money, and usually this money is disproportionate, means not in proportion to their income. So we hear such cases almost every day, and this is an example of money madness, and that's what D.H. Lawrence also speaks about in this poem. But he presents how money madness affects our society. Money is our madness, our vast collective madness. So money is our madness, or we suffer from that madness in the modern world, and it is not just one person's madness, it is a vast collective madness, means it's found everywhere and it is found in most people. And of course, if the multitude is mad, the individual carries his own grain of insanity around with him. That means if the group is mad or if the mass is mad, every individual is also responsible for this madness. Then he says, I doubt if any man living hands out a pound note without a pang. A rich person who has got lots of money, even if he has to pay 1 pound or if he has to donate 1 pound, he has a fear of losing that money. And this fear changes to real tremor when he has to hand out or when he donates a 10-pound note. So there is a relation between what he donates and the kind of fear that he has. As the amount increases, the fear or the tremor also increases when he donates money. Then he says, we quail, money makes us quail. So we are afraid of money, we are scared of money, we are scared of losing money, and it has got us down. We grovel before it in strange terror. That means it has made us its servants, and we are grounded, or we are tortured by the money. So we have that strange terror, and no wonder. I think here the speaker is saying that when people have money, the rich have money, they have the power, and that power terrorizes the poor. And you also know that the rich have become slaves of money, and the poor have become the slaves of rich. And no wonder, for money has a fearful, cruel power among men. So this is what he says. People use this power of money. I mean, actually, the money brings them power, and money and power are related. So when there is money, then there is power, and when there is no money, then there is no power. So when money brings this power, people use it for cruel purposes. Then in the next few lines, he says, it is not money we are so terrified of, it is the collective money madness of mankind. He means to say that money is worthless, it has no value. So it has got only its value when it comes to the hands of human beings. So so it is worthless. The money itself is worthless, but it carries power, or it carries fear with it. So that is the worry, that is the problem. And when it joins the hands of the human beings, people act differently. People show their power, they exploit, they create fear in others. In the last two lines of this presentation, the poet says, for mankind says with one voice, how much is he worth? Has he no money? Then let him eat dirt and go cold. So the speaker says that in today's world, modern man is measured in terms of wealth, and in terms of money he has. Many people ask this question, how much is he worth? There should be a question mark there. So how much is he worth? So if a person has no money, then he is neglected, ignored, and he's made to suffer, or he's let to go cold, means he's let to suffer in the society. So that is how our life in the modern world is. These are the references that I have used, and some MCQs here. First one, money is our madness, our vast collective madness. Which word or words in the above line suggests the large scale money madness? And that is, it's not money or madness, it is vast and collective. Next one, how does a person feel when he loses a pound of money? He has no tremor or jealousy or courage, it is pang, a kind of fear. Then what kind of feeling does money create in the mind of poor? It doesn't give them any confidence or love or courage. It is fear that they experience when somebody uses money as a power. Then, according to the speaker, man's worth is measured not in terms of education, values, or habits, but today's man is measured in terms of money. And finally, according to the speaker, a man without money is not respected, is not honored, but he is let to eat dirt and go cold. I hope this session is useful to you. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye.